All right, everybody, welcome back to Bourbon Flights OKC, season number 2, episode 10. Eric is always with my co-host, Jason. It's hard to believe that we're already halfway through the second season.
Yeah.
I guess time flies when you're having fun, right?
And drinking lots of bourbon.
That's right. So episode 10 is tasting 13th Colony Southern Rye and their straight bourbon. And then we're going to talk about a cool little, I guess, experiment that we're going to do with this barrel over here. So we've already poured it. We are feeling a little under the weather today. It was the annual Halloween party at your house last night, and much bourbon was consumed.
Yes. Thank you to Justin Walker for bringing a bunch of stuff we had not tried before, and I was actually surprised. I actually had a few things that he hadn't tried yet before.
Yeah, like he hadn't had the Clint's pick of the Wilderness Trail.
Right.
Yeah. And then he didn't have, and then you had that Texas 1792 bottle in bond.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and he's just the man. He always brings so much good stuff for everybody to try, and he's always willing to share. So we greatly appreciate that. And thank you for hosting.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a great time. We had a blast. It was. The hangover this morning, not so much, but that's kind of comes with the territory, I suppose. So why don't we get right to it? We said we're going to start with the regular straight bourbon, right? So this is 13th Colony Southern Bourbon Whiskey. It's from 13th Colony Distilleries. The distillery is undisclosed. The release date's ongoing. The proof is 95. The age is NAS, but the website states it's 4+ years. The mash bill is 70% corn, 21% rye, and 9% malted barley. And MSRP, this is back in 2021, is $35. Do you remember how much you paid for it?
I want to say it was like $45.
Okay. Awesome. And I want to figure out, do you know where they distill, or?
I think they're in Georgia.
They're in Georgia? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, my wife and I took the kids to the beach down in Texas, went to go visit some friends who had moved down. And so, of course, I had to do a little bourbon hunting. And
I don't think you did a little bourbon hunting.
Okay, I did a lot of
bourbon hunting.
Yeah, I came home with about 2 cases of bourbon.
Yeah.
But I do want to say thanks to the employees at Specs in Tomball, Texas. I had a great conversation with those guys, and we talked about some of the bourbons and stuff. And they had told me something interesting that I hadn't heard yet, and I've been asking around here, and I haven't been able to get confirmation yet. But they said that Penelope Valencia was taken off the allocations in Texas, and it's now going to be available on the shelves. And I did see 2 places that had it. One wanted a lot. It was overpriced, but I went back to grab some, and it was already gone. Yeah, and they had said the same thing. They had put it out on the shelf, but everybody's still acting like it's, allocated, so everybody's hoarding it. But then when I got home, I did see some bottles over at North Oaks Liquor in Edmond. Grandma Kang had some,
nice,
and she had them just on the shelf too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I picked that up.
Podcast. What, last episode was the Penelope episode
with Jance?
Yeah,
he brought his Valencia.
Yeah, that stuff is so good.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for it. If it is off allocation, it is showing up on shelves. So
that's right.
You definitely want to grab one of those.
Sounds good. All right, sorry, we had a lighting issue as always.
The poltergeist.
As you said, it's always fighting us. Every time we try to do something, there's always seems to be a problem. So, all right, so we're going to get into it. Again, this is the 13th Colony. This is the Southern Bourbon Whiskey. I like the bottle.
I do too. Neat bottle.
Very kind of like old school, like whiskey, bourbon, alcohol kind of feel. Looks cool sitting on a shelf.
Yeah, and I don't believe they're distributing here yet, so you will have to go out of state to get 13th Colony.
To get that.
It smells. It smells kind of not much. Not much smell to it. But there's no ethanol smell to it either.
No, it just kind of smells like bourbon.
It's a lot of spice on the end of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of spice. It's just little heart hug at the end for me. Maybe that's the amount of bourbon I drank last night. But
yeah, that could be because you're not kidding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of the normal 3. Definitely some brown sugar on there.
Mm-hmm. That rye
It is
spice
pretty sweet, and then that rye spice comes in towards the end and sits on your tongue. It's not a super long-lasting finish, though.
No. I think maybe if it sat a little longer and the barrel aged a little more, it would be
a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think that's something I would be keeping all the time.
No, I mean for $35 maybe, but again, you can't. I'm not gonna. Right, you can't even get it here. I'm not gonna go drive down to Texas just for a bottle of that. BringBourbon.com. On the nose, they're saying cherry, roasted nuts, caramel, vanilla, oak, light maple, grassy.
Grassy.
I don't get the grassiness. I can maybe see. I don't get the cherry. I can maybe see roasted nuts, like a little nutty peanut in there.
Yeah, a little peanutty.
On the palate, sweet corn, obviously vanilla, caramel, brown sugar, faint anise.
Yeah, I get that.
And pecan. Two of your favorite things, anise and pecan.
Maybe that's why I'm just kind of like, but the anise is at the back end, and I can definitely taste that. But it's not like
it's not overpowering.
It's not, not like what was the larceny? Ooh,
oh God, that's like black licorice bomb.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yep. And then on the finish, hearty pecan, brown sugar, oak, and spice. Definitely agree with the spice. Definitely agree with the brown sugar.
Yeah.
Pecan's there, but it's not, I don't know. It's almost not even worth mentioning. There's so little of it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it, but like I said, it's not one that I would be.
No, it's not. I mean,
it'll be nice to have so other people can try it since we can't get it around here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a decent one to keep on your shelf. I mean, like it said there, MSRP is $35. I'd probably pay $35 for that just to have it around. I don't know if I'd pay a whole lot more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, and I really had high hopes for it because you see it on all the other bourbon hunting channels and stuff.
But it's not bad. It's just it's nothing special, I would say. It's just okay.
Yeah, so after that finish, having sit here, it almost has a cardboard paper bag taste.
Yeah, like old kind of like Justin was talking about last night, kind of like a dusty old taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're in somebody's musty basement or something.
Well, I think for me it's more like woody.
Like old wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like or cardboard, like you're trying to tear a package open and you get that taste of cardboard in your mouth. Oh, yeah. That's kind of how the finish ends up for me. The musty stuff, I think we were talking about the Antique 107, and I think I might have scarred his opinion of me when I said I don't like Antique.
He goes, I don't understand people that don't like 107.
Yeah, it's like when you go into you're New England, a lot of old houses. You know, you got a damp basement.
Yeah,
and it's got that musty, dusty basement funk.
Yeah,
that's what it reminds me of.
Interesting, because I think that's my favorate Weller product.
Yeah,
I mean of the ones I've had.
A lot of people love it.
But that's
just not my thing.
That's fine.
More for you.
That's what this whole thing's about, right?
Right.
Your opinion is what matters the most. We didn't bring any up here. Do you think ice might help this at all?
I'm afraid it's gonna make the anise come out more because that's.
Do you want to try it? Should we grab some ice?
We can, if you'd like to.
All right. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. We've put some ice on the 13th Colony Southern Bourbon. We're off camera. Jason goes, please, Lord, don't make this a lot of anise. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Hopefully it won't be. It definitely changed the flavor.
Definitely changed the flavor. It's not anisey.
No.
It's a lot sweeter.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting a lot more of that brown sugar, that caramel.
But it almost like the brown sugar's almost been cooked a little bit, so it's almost like a charry taste to it.
Or like a dark brown sugar as opposed to like a light brown sugar or something like that.
Yeah.
Caramelized brown sugar.
That's what I'm looking for. Thank you.
That's right. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I think I don't know if it helps it or hurts it. It definitely changes it. I don't know if it changes it for the better or the worse.
Yeah, I think
it's just okay.
Changes it. Yeah.
It's more refreshing this way.
Yeah.
I think.
Less of a burn.
Yeah, less of a burn. Kind of dulls like that really spicy note on the back end of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's
kind of tames it. That's good though.
Yeah,
that's better.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, shall we move on to the rye? So this is the 13th Colony Southern Rye whiskey. Again, it's from 13th Colony Distilleries. Distillery is undisclosed. Release date is ongoing. It's also 95 proof. The age is NAS. It says 3+ years according to the company website. It's 96% rye, 4% malted barley. MSRP in 2021 is the same thing, $35. Did you pay the same thing for both of these bottles?
I think they were like $40 is what I paid.
Yeah, that's not bad.
The nose is interesting. It smells like nail polish remover.
It does.
For those of you who are married, you'll know what we mean by that.
Yeah, it's not very ethanol-y, but yeah, it smells...
It's almost like a
very
sweet chemical
alcohol-y, like almost like rubbing alcohol or nail polish remover. Yeah.
Probably take some paint off with this. Tastes like an old shoe.
Yeah, it's not good.
God,
I don't know what that is. It tastes really like it's old and it's not
an old wooden ship.
Diversity, an old wooden ship.
Yeah. I think that's kind of that 107 dusty, musty taste.
No, I don't agree with that. So
definitely,
man, you know what's funny is there. I was just gonna say there's really not a lot going on here, and there's not a lot going on in this review. So they're saying. Bring bourbon saying on the nose, rich caramel, vanilla, candy corn, sweet and inviting. On the nose, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say no.
Palate, loads of caramel, vanilla custard, creme brulee, quite tasty. Man, I wish it had that because I love creme brulee.
I don't get... Are we sure we're looking at the right one?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Would you say that the barrel rye is better than that?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to revisit them together. Oh man.
I'm hoping that both of these bottles, once they've sat for a little while and oxidized, get better. My honest opinion is I would not.
If that's what you think creme brulee tastes like, someone's making you creme brulee incorrectly.
Right. Definitely not worth traveling to pick up.
No, I mean...
And probably not worth the space in your car to bring it home, unfortunately.
On the finish, it just says, rye spice develops, creeping in softly, caramel chews, anise, along with lingering spice. I think, honestly, for me, the finish is the best part about this bourbon, because it's over.
It is. It's gone quick.
Yeah, it's gone quick. I mean, you do get good rye spice on the back. Like, I don't really get a ton of anise. I think maybe a little bit. It's just the nose and the palate are weak. Yeah, there's some funk going on in there.
Yeah.
That I can't get behind.
I agree. I can't imagine anyone having those two as favorites.
No. I mean this is okay. I would not. I probably wouldn't waste my time drinking that again.
No. But hopefully someone will at the house want to try.
I also wonder if we could do like a weird experiment with it. We'll have to talk about that off camera.
Yeah.
But like putting a stave in there or something and see if it helps.
Oh, maybe like an Amberana stave.
Yeah, Amberana stave or like cherry wood stave, something. Just to, why not? I mean, you already bought the bottle. We agree that we don't like it. We might as well try to do something weird with it, right?
Right.
And I think that's what we should start doing is like bottles that we don't like the Koval. We should try to do some weird. But don't they already have an Amberana?
They do.
The Koval?
They do.
Interesting.
I haven't tried
that already won Koval. We have to have that. We need to do that, Rio, Doc Swinson's. We need to just do an Amberana episode.
I agree.
I love Amberana.
I do too. I did pick up RD1, and Justin was telling us last night that RD1 is coming to Oklahoma now.
Nice.
It's at the distributors, but it hasn't hit the stores yet. But
so look out for it because we did an Applewood.
The Applewood was
Applewood was good. The regular one was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. Yeah. But the Amberana, I think that Amberana is better than the Dark Arts Amberana, and everybody knows how I feel about the Dark Arts one.
Yeah, I agree. It's nice graham cracker finish.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah,
and it's a different bottle too.
It is. I wish I'd have bought more of it. Yeah. So I'll definitely have to head back to Texas to get some more. Well, I won't have to go to Texas.
That's right. It's going to be here.
So.
let's just put it on the ice and see if it makes it any better. I think maybe that's what we should start doing with ice is stuff that we don't like. Like try to put it on there and see if it helps it at all.
But, and we are going to get Justin Walker on the podcast.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know him, he is a wealth of bourbon knowledge and has got to meet a lot of the...
And he is I can't remember what the certification he has.
I know, and he told us it was some master
he has some like awesome bourbon connoisseur.
Yeah, and he knows everything about it. And it's nice, so he can give you a little history on it, the flavors and the rundowns, and it's nice.
Yeah,
it's good.
And and what I like about him too is he's not like judgmental. Like, obviously he has his opinions, like your Weller thing. Yeah, but like it's not like you said that. And he goes, I'm never talking to this guy again. You know, it's like everybody he knows. Everybody likes different things, and a wealth of knowledge. Super good dude. Him and Steph's costume last night. Awesome, amazing. Dude. Like he had a big top hat, like very steampunk. I guess they rented those. I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, I guess there's some costume
Masquerade in Oklahoma City. It's been there forever.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's see if this ice cube helps this awful rye.
Nope. It just makes it even funkier.
Yep. It takes all the flavors that you hate about it and makes it worse. That's right.
Yep, accentuates it.
It's so funny because you mentioned, like, I just put the infinity bottle up here not knowing, and you're like, I don't think we're going to need those. And you're right.
We don't need it today.
We're not going to put any of those. I am disappointed that we didn't put any of the stuff we had in the last couple episodes in there.
Yeah.
I just totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe that's what we need to do is we need to put it up there so that it's up there and we remind ourselves that, hey, we can put it in there. Do you want to get to our little experiment project?
Yeah. So go ahead. So you bought a barrel. You bought 2 barrels. Yes.
First that were lined with
some kind of like, I don't know, that silver, like what they have, the Capri Sun bags look like it was lined with that.
So you can't age anything in there.
Couldn't age in that.
It was good for serving though. Like you served some stuff in it last night at the party.
I just put some mixing bourbons in there. Now this one is from Thousand Oaks barrels. And this has a number 4 char, I believe. Yeah. Made for aging. So, excuse me. Oh man, I'm dying from last night. We were talking about, aging, how if some of these bourbons, if you aged them longer, they'd probably be better. Yeah. And so what I did is, I don't think it's any big secret. I love Elmer T. Lee. And so I went out and found the bottom rung, same mash bill number 2. And that is Ancient Aged.
Good old Ancient Age. Not the preferred one.
Not the preferred.
Thank God, because the preferred one is terrible.
I haven't even tried this, but we are going to.
Yes, we have.
Did we?
We had that at
Justin's house. We did. You're right.
Yes, and it is good. Yes. For a plastic, probably, I don't know, $10, whatever it is, bottle of bourbon, it's fine.
Yeah. And they did, actually, I was just reading, they did an 8-year release of this, but only in Japan, which was interesting. Why not here? But anyway. So we're gonna put this in the barrel and then stick it in my shop for a few months and just kind of taste it as it goes along, just so we can see and see if it does make it better.
So how much capacity does this have?
This is a 1 liter.
Okay, because I think it's 1 month equals 1 year at a liter mark.
Is it?
I think I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, we'll have to look into it more.
Where is the bung?
The bung is I have everything. It's in the box.
What is?
It's so nothing gets in there. There's a tap.
Oh, there's a tap on it.
And a bung.
Cool. Very cool. I like the little stand.
Yeah.
And then you can write. I have a piece of chalk downstairs. We can write.
I have a chalk marker on it.
Interesting.
So. Huh. Yeah, there is another company. We reached out to them to try and get some of their aging barrels, but they have not replied to us.
They have not.
They have glass ends,
really
so
cool.
you can see it aging as it goes through. We thought that would be pretty cool. Yeah. But again, we've reached out twice and heard nothing back. So
it'll be a fun experiment. Yeah, I mean, I think what we should do is fill it up and then maybe get one of those little vials and just every once in a while have it on the show and like just kind of give an update without having to drag the barrel over here.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I think it's going to be cool. I mean, again, it's mash bill 1? 2, mash bill 2. Yeah. So I think it'll be cool. I mean, why not, right? I mean, that's kind of what we were just talking about earlier is like trying all these different experiments. Like we should probably get some staves and put them like that rye or, other bourbons we don't like, just to try stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably need to get some more barrels. They're pricey, but even the small ones are expensive.
How much was it, if you don't mind me asking?
Like $60 for that small barrel. Yeah. They're not cheap.
Good news. You can use it over and over and over again.
I'm going to have to.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's not technically it will never be a new, oak charred barrel. But again, I mean.
But these have already been barreled anyway, so we're just second barreling it.
Yeah, we're just second barreling it.
Yeah.
So, have you seen Bruzel when he double distills stuff? So he's got a distillation machine, and he'll take things and that have already obviously been distilled and distill it again, and it comes out clear.
Yes,
pretty cool.
I saw the guys in Texas do that.
Yeah,
the Open Barrel, or I think is their distillery down there in Texas, and they had one that they pulled off, and they said it was just absolutely horrible. So they distilled it again, and it came out clear, and they said it was wonderful.
Interesting.
And they did sell it.
Oh, did they?
But yeah, it was 2 years ago. I think
should have called it Second Chance or something.
Right.
That would be a cool name for it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the 13th Colony Southern Straight Bourbon out of 10.
I'm gonna go with 5.
Yeah, I'm like 5, 6, somewhere in there. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great.
It's not.
What about the rye?
I'm gonna give it like a 3.
Yeah, I like a 2,
yeah.
2.5. I'd be interested to go back and figure out what I rated. Oh no, we haven't had the barrel of rye on the program.
No, we didn't. So you refused
to
let me bring it.
As Pat McAfee says. Yeah, we'll have to. You know what might be the perfect opportunity for that rye?
What's that? Oh yeah.
Is
a matter of fact,
one?
I think it's.
I don't think the bourbon deserves.
No, I don't think the rye does.
Oh God.
Our first wrong.
So do you want to, while I get set up here, do you want to remind the viewers of?
Yeah. So when we started our Infinity bottle, we decided we would get this one with the skull in it, and we would fill this one with all of the ones that were not good, are the ones we hated the most, so we could see how many wrongs does it take to make it right.
Yep.
So this will be our first one. We have a couple others that will most likely be added, like I'm sure the Larceny A123 or 124. That one needs to be.
The problem is I don't want to buy that again.
No, I have it. It's still. I didn't drink that bottle. I didn't drink that bottle. I wasn't going to throw it away because somebody might like it. There it is.
All right.
Whew.
We have officially christened the death bottle.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a good first one to go in there.
I agree.
We'll have to get the barrel rye over.
I don't know I don't think it's that bad that it.
The Koval maybe.
Yeah, Koval. Yeah.
Koval maybe.
I'm kind of curious about the Koval Amberana now.
Yeah, having had their regular Koval. Because the other thing too is we haven't had that since we opened it.
Oh yeah.
So it might be completely different.
Yeah, we might need to revisit it.
Yeah.
And I know Jance had some of the Koval Amberana, and he offered me a bottle, but I passed on it because I didn't like the Kovals. Yeah. And now I kind of wish I would have grabbed it.
Do you want to try it real quick? A little bit?
Sure, let's go.
All right. Since we're doing stuff that we don't like,
right
here, let's pour a little in there. I'll pull it up real quick on breakingbourbon.com if they have it.
Oh man, that smells like that rye.
Really?
Yeah, that nail polishy smell.
Oh no! What? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get. No, it's a single barrel. I'm just trying to find it on.
Nah, it's not that bad. The smell.
So I couldn't find it on Breaking Bourbon. This is from the whiskey-reviewer.com. Page not found. How nice.
It's that bad. They dumped the page.
31 Whiskey has a review. Here we go. Let's see. It doesn't smell that bad.
Yeah, the second when I came back to it, it didn't smell as bad. When I first opened it, ooh.
So this is a Koval single barrel bourbon whiskey. It's produced by Koval out of Illinois. No age statement. The proof is 47. It's 47%. So what is that? That's 94. I could just look there. Yeah, 94. I don't remember what I paid for it.
Yeah, I'm positive that someone soaked that bourbon in a cardboard box because it tastes like a cardboard box or burnt firewood.
You know what's funny though? It tastes better to me than it did when we first opened it.
It tastes like chewing on a piece of wood. It's just all tannins, like all oak tannins.
It's very tanniny, yeah.
It's just oak.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's like drinking a caramel-soaked piece of wood.
I see, and I don't get much of the caramel. It's oak.
I get a lot of caramel and a lot of oak, and that's about it. I mean, I think there is some sweetness to it. Again, I think it's better than when we first opened it. I think this is also this is organic too, which is interesting. So if you're into the whole organic thing, you might want to give this a try. I probably wouldn't, but
if you're into the whole paper bag thing too, then you might want to give this a try.
Yeah, I'm good with putting it in there if you're good with putting it in there.
Yeah. Woo. That is unpleasant.
Yeah. It's the
and it leaves you just leaves a taste of oak in your mouth.
It's bad. It's like splintery almost.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow. 2 for 2 on not spilling it. Look at how light it is too.
I know.
There. I mean, I know there's not a lot in there, but still, it's crazy.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right. Yeah. Bummer. But this is one we could experiment with as well.
Yeah.
Put a stave in it. I wonder how much like a distilling machine would be. Like just redistill it.
Yeah, the one that he has is like $100-something, I think,
yeah.
$200. That one, I almost wonder if it would be. I saw one of the guys on Instagram. Was it the Fresh Cracks or the Oak City Bourbon? They put honey in a barrel for a month, then dumped out the honey, and then put bourbon in it.
Interesting.
And then it made it a lot sweeter, they said. So maybe that would be something good for that because it definitely needs some sweet. It's got all the oak it needs.
That's right.
So.
Well, no good infinity bottle love, but a lot of bad infinity bottle love.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Little heart hug from that Koval. All right, so we already rated these, right?
Yes.
What would you rate the Koval since we just tried it?
I would give it a 2 to 3.
Yeah, I would say I like it a little bit more than the rye, so I'm going to give it like a 3.
I would give it. I like the rye a little better than that because
you also like the barrel rye, so you're never going to live that down. No mercy. No mercy. Any final thoughts, comments, concerns, accolades, questions?
Stay tuned. Like I said, I brought back 2 cases of whiskey bourbon, so we're
got a lot of stuff to do. We've got some sponsorships and some I guess you'd call them like gear reviews to do. I guess we'll just plug it now. I mean, we've got our friends over at KnowsYourBourbon.com sent us. We both each got one bourbon nosing kit from our buddy. Oh, just the one?
Just the one.
From our buddy Chris Walters. So, and it's cool. He's even got batch numbers on there and stuff. So we're going to get with him. He doesn't live in Oklahoma, so we have to try to figure out how that's going to work. Probably do it on like Zoom or something like that. But like a couple episodes, I was like, I need something like this because I'm, now that we're doing this, I think this is going to be really cool to help. I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but it's going to help us a lot. In training our noses. So it says train your nose to find the nuances in bourbon. And it's, I don't know how many things are in here. 3 times.
Yeah. It's interesting because, a lot of times you read reviews and people talk about it and you don't have that point of reference for some of these flavors and stuff. So that's where Chris came up with this is to do a kit so you can identify those. And the biggest shocker for me is when you smell the brown sugar, it smells like celery.
Yeah. So it comes with this bourbon tasting wheel. It's got, I don't know how many are in here, but it's got, mint, cinnamon, black pepper, all this different stuff. And what's cool is these are also color coded to the wheel as well. So, it's pretty cool. I'm excited to do it. I mean, thanks again, Chris at Knows Your Bourbon. Thanks for sending it, man. Appreciate it. And
can't wait to have
soon
more.
enough. We'll get with you and do it. It's just season 2 is like everything that we thought it would be. I mean, the following is growing. Dude, we have over 400 followers on TikTok. We're almost at 100 on subscribers on YouTube. Our YouTube shorts are getting thousands of views. So it's cool to see, like, when we started this, it was like, let's see if this works. And it's cool to start to see things paying off. People sending us stuff, wanting to have it on the podcast. Everybody we've met through this has been absolutely unbelievable. Meeting great people, great companies, great products.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah. It's getting busy.
It
Got
is.
a lot of things to catch up on.
Yeah.
A lot of people we want to get on the show.
And I think, you see it, we see it, but people don't really realize how much work it is, to do this. And it's, but at the same time, like, this is fun. It's all the work that, before and after leading up to it, that it's, it's just a lot. But I'm excited for, again, we're halfway through season 2. I have a couple cool ideas for the end of season 2 about stuff to do, but I guess we'll save those and not reveal those. What is that?
That's the regular. No, it's the regular with the ice.
The regular one
with the ice. It's awful.
All right. Any final words, thoughts?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Lots of good stuff coming.
Yeah, Jason needs to go nurse his hangover.
Yes.
Hope this might have helped.
Oof.
Who knows? Hair of the dog.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a bad dog then.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this bourbon journey through OKC. Remember, there is a world of bourbon out there waiting to be explored, one sip at a time. Until next time, keep your glasses full and your spirits high. Cheers.
Cheers.